got a call from the foundational
Yeah, my one. So I've shown you the video yet no the day before yesterday or the day before that, and those and the black colonizer, let's say it like that, the black colonizer children of the Caucasian, and they don't know that, and they don't know that United States is a continent. Let me check it. Not United States, America is a continent. No, not this one. Do I have it, man? Let's see where I got it. I think, oh yeah, here. So I've come to the understanding that these plantation Negroes, or whatever they call themselves, because a black man has no Caucasian blood, so they are not black. Africans have no Caucasian black. Africans have no Caucasian blood, so they are not Africans. Let's establish that immediately. And the second point is, where we live is called South America, just like in South Africa. You have North America, that is Canada. You have Middle America, that is Mexico, and the United States. It's not America. It's called the Americas with the S at the end, and America is a continent. You see it there? America is a continent, not a country. Geographically and academically, America refers to the landmass made up of North America and South America. Geographically and academically, America refers to the landmass, you see, of North America. Canada is North America, really, and South America. So together, these two continents are known as the Americas. Go Google that, and the United States of America is a country located in North America, but it's not the same as America. Many people use the word America to mean the United States, especially in everyday language, but this is an informal and cultural usage, not a precise geographic one. What? Yeah, it's Negroes going around like they were saying we was gangs, man. Where were these Negroes the gangs? In America? Yeah, I know. So people from Canada, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. Central America? South America? Why do they name this place America, man? Because it's supposed to be the bug broken Americans who are America. Niggas like Trump who came there in 1885. Trump and his ancestors came into the United States in America, of the United States in 1885. Yeah, and this nigga thinks and this nigga is saying that he is American. If Trump is American, then what are my people, man? Let's see this here quick. See there? Bush Negro, origins, descendants of Africans, and not escape. We were there. See, 1620 was my first treaty. So we have our own countries, like the Pope has his own country in Rome. That's how my people are. We are a country within the country. The Surinamese government is trying to get everybody together with the plantation Negro, but they are cursed. They are the one who sold the slaves. They was coming into the jungle, capturing my people and selling them to the Caucasian, just like you see Tariq Nasheed took money and with his all these so-called FBA. So they are cursed. Anything that happened to these people in the past, don't feel sorry for them. Yeah, because all these things you saw that they used to get support is because we used to feel sorry for them because they was here out lying that nobody was helping them. I didn't do nothing. The Caucasian is beating them up. But now that it's about immigrants, they say they support Donald Trump. Yeah, one of these and 99% and a Caucasian guy. Do Caucasian have black blood, African blood? No, so they are not Caucasian. Just saying. Do Africans have an Caucasian blood? No, so they are not African. Do black people have Caucasian blood? No, so they are not black. They are unknown people. They are called Negroes. See, plantation Negroes. Status: enslaved Africans forced to work on coastal plantation on the. Oh yeah, I won't say cruel, man, because it's like Kanye West said, it's a choice, man. That's what we know. When we went to the plantation to free these Negroes, they would call the Caucasian to come and get you. They would act like they escaped, like they are African coming to the jungle, like they escaped plantation from Paramaribo to lead the Caucasian to where we used to be. What is the relationship with plantation? Engage in guerrilla warfare against colonial troops. Yeah. Sign treaties for what? What is written there? Sign treaties for autonomy. What? Like Ohkano, but also sometimes an raided plantation and harbored runaway slaves. What the? We harbor the runaway slaves. How can I harbor the runaway slave if I'm the runaway slave? How can my race harbor plantation slave, broken Americans when they if we were the same people, man? Do they speak my language? No. The same food? No. Their food is Caucasian food. They even that they don't know. These niggas don't even know that America is a continent. Look at here. I have to come and make videos for this and small brain that they have, like James Small and those crazies like Umar Johnson, like they mean anything where my race come from. Nigga, the African continent was in colonization when I was living there in the jungle in 1620 and before that. When we signed the first treaty in 1620, the war was already 200, 300 years happening. Yeah. Culture formed independent, self-sufficient societies with unique cultures and language because we have even our own alphabet. We create boats, we build everything just like the Caucasian would build their city. My people do all those things. So I'm showing you this when Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, any so-called plantation Negro, because my people are not Negro. Bush Negroes is a made-up term by the Caucasian. And I want to tell these stupid so-called bug-broken Americans, a city is a part of a cut-open jungle. Maybe you're too stupid to know that. And the bushmeat stuff that you're saying, animals that people eat live in the jungle and in the water. So I have to say all these things because when you speak to these like James Small type of people, you have to speak on the level of a toddler of 3 years old. That's how stupid they are and think they are saying anything. Get the fuck on, man. This James Small is gonna say Africans are praying to nigga. This nigga was even in Islam going to Mecca. So these niggas don't have no idea but to come out and steal like an Claude Anderson. This nigga is 99% Caucasian. He even gets cancer in the sun. Yeah, this Claude Anderson gets cancer in the sun. I've seen him. And he's out here stealing money from maroon people that he was building an African city. Go look at Yvette Carnell channel. I've got the video also. I've shown you that video in another previous live stream, man. What these people are doing is what they did with my people then. They was coming into the jungle with their ancestor, the colonizer called Trump today. Killing people just like they stealing from Venezuela and all those places, and they made up lies together with their children. Don't you see the same people, the same and bug-broken plantation Negroes are fighting against Black Panther today? Isn't it the same Negroes, plantation Negroes fighting against the Black Panthers? Yeah, but let's see it. If Black Americans are racist and like their ancestor, the colonizer. They are black colonizers. We don't know them any other way than, yeah. That's why I'm showing you that the relationship with plantation of my race is engagement in guerrilla warfare against colonial troops. So these plantation Negroes like Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, and all their race there in the United States are enemy of my ancestors. So all this Yoruba thing you think you're doing, if the Yoruba wants you to do that, name them when you speak. Don't speak on ancestors of my because you are the demon devil that was betraying my ancestors, capturing them and selling them in the cities in Paramaribo and the United States, Umar Johnson. That's your role in the history. You and Tariq Nasheed are the same. Got it? I'm keeping it real for you. When you come to Suriname ever or Brazil, stay in the city. That's what I'm saying, because you're not our race. Let's make that clear. Yeah, you can't even take care of your fucking children. You out here talking shit like you mean anything. Not to us, you don't. We see these videos on internet and just leave it alone because you're not part of us. Let me make that more clear here, man. Let me see here if I got that part of Zanu. Yeah, this is that part of Zanu. Zanu even will explain this to you. That's why when Zanu comes out and says his thing, there is no racism. I don't care, nigga, because he's speaking according to his lineage or bloodline or whatever. Nigga, to me the Caucasian is just another bloodline, another tribe to me. To slaves, that's why I'm saying these slaves must not come out here and speak on my race because they are slaves to me. And they will always be slaves. Their children till end of time will be slaves to me. Nigga, you stupid. A self-governed people who have their own country and nation and bloodline and will accept bug-broken slaves who was killing people and are cursed. No, what is happening right now is waiting for Donald Trump to finish the work his ancestors started. And I will be making videos about it. Nigga, let's see this part where Zanu was explaining to these niggas that they are not his people, but they too stupid to understand that they don't understand the world. They are slaves, nigga. Let's see it, and you will see that they are the one who sold the people in slavery into slavery, and here out here begging like their ancestors were on their knee. Hence, Negro, because these niggas, plantation Negroes, were always on their knee, begging the Caucasian, their father, of whom they have 1 to 30% blood. Black people have no Caucasian blood, so they are not black. Africans have no Caucasian blood, so they are not African. Whatever the fuck they are, they have no land, they have no culture. Anything a black American or a so-called slave colony Caucasian has in America, like Donald Trump and Rubio. Here, this nigga named Rubio. But Rubio is an American. Rubio who came there in the 90s or whatever, or the 80s. You get the fuck on, man. Let's hear this. Yeah, let's hear.
Oh, you spoke about worldview earlier, right? So what if I...
Now let's talk about the unity.
Right.
What is the youngest country in the world today?
The youngest?
So only about 14 years old. South Sudan.
South Sudan, yeah. Okay.
South Sudan and Sudan, one country. Okay? Black people of the same lineage and same skin color. But they couldn't like each other. Danny Glover and George Clooney and some celebrities made it possible. They said, yeah, we want to cut off. And they cut off. As we speak in Nigeria, Mr. Nnamdi Kalu is asking for the Igbos to cut away from Nigeria. There's another Yoruba man who is asking for the Yorubas to cut off. In Cameroon, as I speak, the Kom tribe of Cameroon, under the French section, is asking for them to secede. This is going on in the country.
You see that? Because even in Suriname, we all have our own territory. Even when the Caucasian brought the Indians there in 1873, they gave them a place called Nikeri. They gave the Chinese a place called Groningen or wherever they gave them. And the so-called Javanese Indos are living in a place called Kommerwijnen. I'm living in Marowijnen. You see the difference? You can hear it, right? Maro, Wina, Maro. Yeah? And so these people are beyond stupid. Even a baby where I come from has more brain than a black American like James Small or any teacher they think they have. What was the result of the teachers of the so-called black American? Exactly zero. But go to their grave with stealing everything, wearing dashiki, and 2 years from now, this Umar Johnson and his race of black broken Americans will say, we brought the dashiki, man. It was ours, man. Just like they stole hip-hop, sampling it from the Caucasian old music, stealing it from DJ Kool Herc from Jamaica and saying it's theirs. We are black now. Yeah, a slave is gonna come out and say anything. Nigga, you don't know that you are a slave, but you will be remembered that what your position is on this planet, you and your children. Nigga. Hey, let's hear it.
Asking for unity? As if I believe in Pan-Africanism is the most stupid, bogus thing anybody to even say.
But you spoke about worldview earlier, right? So what if I...
Now let's talk about the unity.
Right.
What is the youngest country in the world today?
The youngest?
So only about 14 years old. South Sudan.
South Sudan, yeah. Okay.
South Sudan and Sudan, one country. Okay? Black people of the same lineage and same skin color. But they couldn't like each other. Danny Glover and George Clooney and some celebrities made it possible. They said, yeah, we want to cut off. And they cut off. As we speak in Nigeria, Mr. Nnamdi Kalu is asking for the Igbos to cut away from Nigeria. There's another Yoruba man who is asking for the Yorubas to cut off. In Cameroon, as I speak, the Kom tribe of Cameroon, under the French section, is asking for them to secede. This is going on in the continent. You're asking for unity?
So you're saying because the continent of Africa is not unified, then we can't have a global unification of the black diaspora?
But what are you unified around?
That's something we could build. What is the purpose of Pan-Africanism if you're saying that unity isn't possible?
But you said it as if I believe in Pan-Africanism.
Nigga, Pan-Africanism is just an organization trying to collect or help so-called Africans. And the only result we've seen is Umar Johnson going out here saying that he created Pan-Africanism. Because if you say you are the prince of it, it means that you created a plantation nigger at that. Look at the fuck on, and this nigga is gonna come out here saying anything. Baby, yeah, stay there over there with all these people you thought brought you to Amsterdam and Rotterdam, Umar Johnson. They are city Negro, plantation Negroes just like you. Nigga? You stupid? You think you can come and tell my people race anything, you slave? These people are beyond stupid, man. Don't you see that? Let me read this part for you there. See, identity, proud, distinct from plantation descendants and often viewed as equals to European. Retaining ancient African tradition. Outside of Africa, I'm the only African left. There is 100 million Africans in Brazil. in the Quilombo, in a Kompong. And the slaves are gonna think they have anything to say. Nigga, yeah, just wait for it. But the same thing that happened to your ancestor, that's gonna happen to you real quick. Yeah. This nigga think anybody is walking around here waiting for Donald Trump to kick you out. No, nigga. Donald Trump needs slaves to go and pick cotton, nigga, and potatoes in the fucking field. That's what's gonna happen again to you.
Stupid bogus thing anybody to even say.
But you spoke about worldview earlier, right? So what?
It's asking for them to secede. This is going on in the country, and you're asking for unity.
So you saying because
As if I believe in Pan-Africanism, it's the most stupid bogus thing anybody to even say.
But you spoke about worldview earlier, right? So what?
Now let's talk about the unity.
Right.
What is the youngest country in the world today?
The youngest.
So only about 14 years old. South Sudan.
South Sudan, yeah.
Okay. South Sudan and Sudan, one country. Okay, black people of the same lineage and same skin color, but they couldn't like each other. Danny Glover and George Clooney and some celebrities made it possible. They said, yeah, we want to cut off. And they cut off. As we speak in Nigeria, Mr. Nnamdi Kalu is asking for the Igbos to cut away from Nigeria. There's another Yoruba man who is asking for the Yorubas to cut off. In Cameroon, as I speak, the Com tribe of Cameroon, under the French section, is asking for them to secede. This is going on in the country, and you're asking for unity?
so you saying because the continent of Africa is not unified, then we can't have a global unification of the black diaspora?
But what are you unified around?
That's something we could build. What is the purpose of Pan-Africanism if you're saying that unity isn't possible?
Well, you said it as if I believe in Pan-Africanism. It's the most stupid bogus thing anybody to even say.
But you spoke about worldview earlier, right? So what if our worldview was to uplift each other?
Whose worldview?
Black people.
Which black people?
All black people.
No, there is no such thing. You can't go to Asia and say all Asian people.
But why not?
I am telling you, this is the mistake. We are the only ones who walk the earth, and as soon as you see a black person at the airport, oh, brother. No, I'm not your brother.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Have you gone to Europe and you had an Italian man calling a German brother?
Fuck them. What's wrong with me seeing you at the airport?
This is the problem.
You got to explain it to me then.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Let me ask you. Let me tell you something. The story of Chaka the Zulu.
Chaka Zulu.
What was he famous for before they killed him? Tormenting fellow black tribes in that region.
Okay.
So that's the man you're going to unite with?
No.
Okay. I'm just telling you. We think that skin color makes you and me the same. We're not.
They're too stupid to understand it.
I am from a small tribe called the Ajat tribe in Benin.
The thing is, they are raised on a plantation with racism of the if you white, it's alright. If you brown, hang around. If you black, stay back. That's black American so-called for you, because black people have no Caucasian blood. Those people have 1 to 30% Caucasian blood. So they are not mulatto, they are called quattrone. If you have 1/8 of Caucasian blood, they call you octrone. Slaves. Nigga.
Problem.
You got to explain it to me then.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Let me ask you. Let me tell you something. The story of Chaka the Zulu.
Chaka Zulu.
What was he famous for before they killed him? Tormenting fellow black tribes in that region.
Okay.
So that's the man you're going to unite with?
No.
Okay. I'm just telling you. We think that skin color makes you and me the same. We're not.
Yeah, nigga.
I am from...
That's what I was saying. If it's skin color, the Aboriginal of Australia is darker than anyone almost here on the planet. Only the Sudanese can match the Aboriginal of Australia with black skin. You stupid. The yellow people in so-called in South Africa, the Sun Bushman, they are yellow whether they are in the sun or not in the sun. They don't get black. They stay yellow just like Chinese have with Chinese eye. They stay that way. But they have the peppercorn hair. There's so many people, it's more like this kind of video is for people on the continent and many Caucasian who will be watching who don't know the history of slavery, that in America you have my race and you have the children of the colonizer called plantation Negroes, or simply called Negroes. My people are not Negro. A Negro is somebody without identity. My identity is Ohkano, Ohkaner, and Yukano. Saramacano is another tribe. Understand that? Matawai is another tribe. Where I live in the jungle in the Amazon, they have Aluku, Quinty. You have Wayana Native Americans, Taino, Arawak. They have like 4 or 5 tribes where we live. Plantation Negroes are not part of my tribe. Plantation Negroes are not allowed to come in the territory where I live. Yeah. To my race, plantation Negroes and Caucasian, their father, colonizer, are not allowed into the jungle. They have to stay 10 hours away from where I live. If anyone from Paramaribo of the city plantation wants to come to where I live, they have to send a messenger 7 days up front. Today it will happen through the phone. If you want to go to the Native American, you have to send a messenger 3 days up front before you enter their territory, or they have the right to lay you down just like we do. That's why when these niggers would escape their slave daddy from the plantation, we could send them back because they are the soldiers and children of the colonizer. When they go to Africa, what do they call so-called black Americans? Musungu. Musungu means Caucasian. Oyibo. Oyibo means Caucasian. Even in Suriname, my people will say Ayobo. But these guys will say Oyibo. And just like he said, the Aja tribe. I know what Aja means. Do you know what Aja means? Exactly.
A small tribe called tormenting fellow black tribes in that region.
Okay.
So that's the man you're going to unite with?
No.
Okay. I'm just telling you. We think that skin color makes you and me the same. We're not. I am from a small tribe called the Ajat tribe in Benin. Benin is only 6.5 million people with over 40 tribes. When I say tribe, I mean the language is like French and Chinese. I don't have anything in common with the 49 other people in my country. Nothing in common.
That's what they don't understand. They don't understand that these people have their own God and own language, their own alphabet and all those things. Some of them have their own alphabet. But these guys will say, they didn't have no written language because the Caucasian said so, nigga. I know, but didn't you say the Caucasian is the devil? So your father is the devil telling you stuff. That's the black American for you. The devil seed. Nigga? And this nigga will claim that they are an Israelites, but they say they will tell you the seed goes from the fatherline. The fatherline. Your father is the Caucasian whom you have designated to be the devil. So black Americans are the devil, and so-called United States black Americans. They are children of the so-called devil, who they have said is the devil, the Caucasian. They're enslaver who broke them for 400 years, pumping seed up their ass, and like that.
They speak a different language. They have a different God, a different religion. They've called the Ajat tribe in Benin. Benin is only 6.5 million and me the same. We're not. Region.
Okay.
So that's the man you're going to unite with?
No.
Okay. I'm just telling you. We think that skin color makes you and me the same. We're not. I am from a small tribe called the Ajat tribe in Benin. Benin is only 6.5 million people with over 40 tribes. When I say tribe, I mean the language is like French and Chinese. I don't have anything in common with the 49 other people in my country. Nothing in common. They speak a different language. They have a different God, a different religion, different food, different forms of wear and culture, traditions and customs. We were forced, carved and say, remain here.
That's what they don't understand. When you tell these dumb Negroes that, man, they tell you that everybody was taken from another village. Even if it was so that you came from the United States, they have different villages just like my race does in the jungle. Yeah, they are different people. Different. When I say different people, they have their own god system and everything, their own clothing. Their clothing is not my clothing. That's why I was saying these niggas will go out there and buy a dashiki and saying they are spiritual. Something dumber and more stupid than that my race has never seen on this planet. Just saying. That's the real talk. They just like the Caucasian thinking everything is superstition. They are stupid. They have no fucking soul. They think having soul is playing soul music, which their soul music is a Caucasian expression at that. Using Mozart and music scales from Germany.
It's not my brother.
Yeah.
Now you're asking for a global brotherhood of all black people. Why would the black people be different from any continent? Europe is a global community of white people, but they don't go around saying brother and sister. Asia is a community of all yellow Asians in Asia. They don't go around calling each other brother and sister. Same with the Middle East, same with everywhere. Where only when it comes to black people you think we are all the same. We're not the same.
Oh, okay.
Because-
And look, hold on, really quickly. This is why FBA was announced, because once you guys acknowledge us as colored people, right? And then
But why do you need to announce it? We don't view you as our people, nigga. We live commonly with every human being. It doesn't mean you have to go and attack someone because they are another tribe. I don't have to attack Chinese because they are Chinese. I don't have to go and attack Caucasian people because they are Caucasian. When I speak on Caucasian, it's for what they have done to my people. Just like I speak on Black Americans for what they have done to my people. Hence we curse them into slavery. You stupid.
this is why
a global community of white people, but they don't go around saying brother and sister. They have a different God, a different religion, different food. When I say tribe, I mean the language is like French and Chinese. I don't have anything in common with the 49 other people in my country. Nothing in common. They speak a different language. They have a different God, a different religion, different food, different forms of wear and culture, traditions and customs. We were forced, carved and say, remain here.
And even that's what I mean when I was saying James Small is saying I'm initiated. You cannot be initiated because they are not your bloodline. You are lost. Literally. If you can't handle the truth, go back to your slave master and stay there. That's what we say. And don't come out here bothering us, man. These niggas will go to Africa and they will tell them you are Musungu. This Zanu even told one of these guys, you are Mbayobo, the black white one. That's how Zanu people perceive you, man. It's even what he's saying is real because one of my grandmother is also from Benin. They not because she's from Benin, they say this thing. All black people across the globe, if you don't match their village practices, culture for us is God, what the practices of our God. Nigga? That's why if this Caucasian, the only way this Caucasian can have culture today after all of the war they've had is to say they are Christian or they are Jewish or they are Muslim, and that is their culture because they have to practice it in every day. If they don't do it, they are the devil lying that they are Christian or Muslim or they are Buddhist, but you're not doing that. It cannot be that you are Christian but you're not an attribute to Christianity. Only in Caucasian world and Black American so-called world these things exist, and they think everybody out there is busy with their sickness. They are sick. It's called plantation sickness. Yeah, the only thing these people wanna do is bleach their skin to become like the Caucasian. Chinese do the same thing because they were colonized, and Africans do it because they were colonized. Indians do it because they were colonized. Everybody the Caucasian went to, if you go there, you will see the people trying to become Caucasian because they were colonized. If you didn't want to be Caucasian, if you kept saying I am Kunta Kinte, they would try to break you and kill you until you say that you are Toby. And these Toby Negroes wanna come and tell us what it is to be Kunta Kinte. They don't even know what Kunta Kinte means. Do you know what Kunta Kinte means? When I say gente, it's more Spanish for Spanish listeners who have to have a little bit of understanding what the name could mean. These people don't know anything.
He's not my brother. Now you're asking for a global brotherhood of all black people. Why would the black people be different from any continent? Europe is a global community of white people, but they don't go around saying brother and sister. Asia is a community of all yellow Asians in Asia. They don't go around calling each other brother and sister. Same with the Middle East, same with everywhere. Where only when it comes to black people you think we are all the same. We're not the same.
Oh, okay. And look, hold on, really quickly. This is why.
That's what I was saying to one Negro over there, saying, yeah, but you said you are Akan. Nigga, there is 17 tribes in Akan who have their own lineage. They were brought together just like he was saying. It was in Africa those days because the colonizer was coming in, like the Asante or the Adentra would go and tell the other neighboring villages like, we need to become one because we have to fight against the Europeans. Slavery, so-called, in Africa was if you could not pay somebody back after a loan, they would tell you, hey, give us your son every day to come and work on our plantation until you're free of paying me. That was slavery. It was like the payment you had to pay someone, like you have to pay tax and you cannot pay it, you have to go to prison. That's how it has become. All those things, practices of the Caucasian law system comes from Africa. Literally Africa. I know that. Because it's my culture. These niggas are stupid. Everything of your court comes from Africa. Even the cross on your neck is called ankele, ank. You dumbo. The Netherlands is North Africa. Europe is North Africa. These people changed it. Just like the Berlin Conference gave it different names and mixed the people. That's why you see Moroccan people look like that nigga over there. If you go to Brazil, you will think you are in Morocco. Because they are all mixed, like Dominicano. That's why we even have a term called Dogla. We don't have to go around saying, are you mixed? No, this guy can say, hey, that guy is Dogla, man. He's mixed. That's it. We don't care about it to treat them differently. That's Caucasian thinking. That's slave mentality. I have to attack that guy because it doesn't look, that's the evilness they learned from the Caucasian on the plantation. Nigga, that's the real talk. You have all this behavior smash and grab just like Donald Trump stealing from Venezuela right now. Isn't that what black Americans going around doing? Stealing and lying?
FBA was announced because once
maybe the people from Greenland don't look like Donald Trump. I thought he came from Ireland, which is close by. Yeah. Why are Ukraine and Russia fighting? Are they not the same people, so-called? Are they not the same so-called white race? Are the Indians and Pakistanis who are fighting over there not the same Asian race? Is the Chinese who is fighting against India over there, are they not both Asian, so-called? Did you hear about the Bali wash on Indonesia? Go look that up. Are the Japanese not the same looking like the Chinese? But the Japanese went into China and they said they slaughtered 30,000 people, right? Because they have different gods. They have different culture. You stupid. You don't have no culture. Hip-hop is not a culture. It's sampled music from Caucasians and stolen from DJ Kool Herc, who is Jamaican. And you brought those things together and said, rebranded it, that it was yours. Just like mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is European. All those things is Dutch food, man.
you guys acknowledge us as colored people, right? And then
it is colored people here in the Netherlands, in Europe. If they want to give you respect, they will tell you, hey, and that color guy over there, because it's to let people know that they don't know what you mixed with. When they refer to people, Caucasian refer to people who have dark skin, that they don't know where you come from, they will tell you that colored guy over there, so that you know it's a so-called black person to them. From their viewpoint, you are Negro. From Caucasian viewpoint, you are African American. To my race as so-called original Ohkano from the jungle, you are the Caucasian because his blood is in you. Just the same rule like the Caucasian. One drop of black blood makes you black. My race, Ohkano, have it. One drop of Caucasian blood, you are Caucasian. Nigga? You stupid. That's why it's written here. Because we understand what the Caucasian is trying to do. That's why I'm saying the Caucasian to me is just like another tribe. Look, their identity proud, distinct from plantation descendants. Your father, the Caucasian, is writing that down. They view themselves as equals as to the... They see themselves as how we are. Nigga, we don't view no Caucasian anyway. They get cancer in the sun. They are a weak species with recessive genes, nigga. You stupid. Caucasians have recessive genes. That's why they get cancer in the sun. You stupid nigga. You think we want those kind of diseases? These people are beyond dumb. They know anything.
this is why FBA was announced.
But that's why we're saying, why would I have to go and tell the Chinese, yo, China man, I'm not your race, man, I'm FBA. He would say, I can see that you are not my race. You have afro hair, I don't. You have black skin, the skin of the Chinese is so-called yellow. So why would I have to go and tell Chinese for 7 years like Tariq, Nasheed and this bug broken bunch like, yo, I'm delineating that. That's why we're saying, delineating from what? We never saw you uh, like ourselves. You're not our bloodline. We just seen you as human being and treat you as such. It's normal where we come from for other tribes to be different and live their life the way their god or whatever they're doing. It's their business. It's Caucasian behavior to go and colonize other people to say you have to obey to my god, my law. That is sickness. That is narcissism. Nigga, and that's what these niggas have. Oh, these Dominicanos say I know black, so we will attack the Dominicano. The Dominicano is 50% Caucasian. He is mixed. Some of them have got Taino blood. They are mixed with with Native American, so-called European and African. Most of them. Yeah, most of who has most problem? Haitians. Why? Because Haitians are considered to be African, pure blood. Just like my people, that's why we live in the jungle. Nigga, because we know that the Caucasian treats their children, you niggas, like placing them on NTV, promoting their stuff. That's why you was not allowed to read for 400 years. I have my alphabet still today. I have my language still today. I have my God still today from ancestors from beginning of time. You don't. And you don't know which one is yours. That's why you're going out here saying that I am Yoruba, I am Ogun, I am the stealing people, stuff like this. Anybody these niggas see with this same kind of skin, they will copy that culture and say those people are the fake one and they are the real one, lying at that. And the liar is the devil. And the devil is a liar. That's my culture where we come from. Nigga.
Because once you guys acknowledge us as colored people, right? And then it went from that to African Americans. We embrace our brothers and sisters that was on the other side, right? And getting shitted on, and people with selfish mindsets, not thinking like how we're thinking, like let's connect, let's
That is selfish. You just said people with selfish mindset not thinking like we thinking. Why would they think like you thinking? You are a slave of the Caucasian. Your thinking is the thinking of the Caucasian. You don't know that, nigga. Look in the mirror. Maybe you might say yourself. To us, your expression is Caucasian expression to original man of this planet. They are beyond stupid. He will say, yeah, you are selfish. You're supposed to think like we think. Nigga, they are living their life and leaving you alone to live your life. If you man enough, you would manage to live your life. Since you cannot manage, you wanna tether of the other races you think have the same skin like you. You are the tether. Is the American ground yours? No, you're tethering of the Native Americans' blood. Is the dashiki yours? No, you're tethering of the dashiki. Are the clothing that these Negroes wearing theirs? No, it comes from the Caucasian. They tethering of the Caucasian culture. Eating mac and cheese, Caucasian. Nigga, apple pie, Caucasian Dutch. You're tethering. You have nothing of your own. We have our own. We cannot tether because I have my land and my country. You don't. Stupid. I can choose to go and play hard rock music right now, but it doesn't mean that I'm now a rocker. These people are stupid, man.
that to each other. Was announced because
Only when it comes to black people, you think we're all the same. We're not the same.
oh, okay.
Because-
And look, hold on,
Yeah.
really quickly. This is why FBA was announced, because once you guys acknowledge us as colored people, right? And then this is why FBA was announced.
You don't need to announce it because we don't consider you to be
Because
us.
once you guys acknowledge us as colored people.
Why would we have to acknowledge you? You are saying we acknowledge you or don't acknowledge you. People like me and my people, we just living our life. Everybody is meant for themselves. Take care of yourself if you need help. That's why I'm saying Pan-Africanism is for Africans on the continent if they want to do that. If they need help from people from so-called diaspora, they will tell you, hey, over here in the continent Africa, we need some people, man. Just like how these Ghana soldiers went to help Jamaica. It doesn't mean that these Ghana soldiers now have to go and sit in the government of Jamaica telling them how they're supposed to live their life. It's just helping them because they need it at that point in life. And then go back to their life, just living their life. If they want to do business, they do it. If they don't do business, it doesn't mean they have to be mad at each other. These niggas want to hang around other people like they are women, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And then it went from that to African Americans. We embrace our brothers and sisters that was on the other side, right? And getting shitted on, and people with selfish mindsets, not thinking like how we're thinking, like let's connect, let's adapt to each other.
He just told you they have their own God, so they have to leave their God and adapt to you. So I have my leg and I have to give my leg up to walk with yours. Yeah. Nigga. Yeah.
When you get frowned upon, now this is why Black Americans, Foundation Black Americans, say, okay, I don't want to be a part of what African American stands for.
Look up how old African people are, and then look up how old Europeans are. Let's do that. This is Google. It's not. Google wasn't made by a black person, so no one can say shit to us. So,
Africans are around 7 million years old.
we're 7 million years old, all right? Happy birthday, African. How old are Europeans?
The genetic lineage of Europe mysteriously transformed about 4,500 years ago.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, hold on.
You're
This is-
4,500 years old,
Wait, how old?
and we 7 million.
Well, African civilization.
So I'm letting you see this part also that, yeah, just saying, man. 7 million against 4,500. Think you coming out here saying anything? What should people like me consider you to be? Stupid or you're the devil? Because I don't know what you think. Somebody is in prison for 400 years and he's gonna come out and tell the people outside what should be happening. That's this Negroes. Yeah, man. Sad nigga.